with disaster on their own. At the first sign of floods, the community would resort to uro alsa, or the moving of houses to higher ground. Their houses are usually small, one-room affairs made of lightweight material for easy lifting. But neighbors had to be paid to help each other.
Yung nagbabayad ganito. Halimbawa yung postcard, babayaran niya ng 300, sila na ang bahalang magbuhat ng bahay, may mga tauhan yan.
Halimbawa, nagsimula yung pagbaha ng October o November, ibabalik yan sa dating kinatitirikan mga January na. Binakabalik dyan. Kung medyo malaki pa nga ang tubig, inabot pa nga ng February.
Pagpasok ng CBDRM, ipinamulat namin sa kanila yung mga lumang paraan ng disaster management as to new approach. Doon nga namin, sabi nga namin, dati pag may disaster, naghihintay lang kayo ng mga relief goods. Pero hindi na yun dapat. Dapat kayo yung gagawa upang tayo mismo makarespond tayo sa mga nangyayaring mga sakuna sa ating lugar.
The USI CES functional literacy classes did not only teach adults to read, write, and compute. It also equipped residents with skills and knowledge that prepared and organized them to respond to disasters. This community-based disaster risk management training also brought the spirit of bayanihan, or community participation, back to life. This was put to the test in the recent typhoons that swept and brought destruction to the Bicol region.
Last November, yun yung nakita mo na talagang sila gumagalaw at halos walang nasirang bahay doon sa community. In fact, siguro yung mga nagtumira sa evacuation center ay nabawasan.
Nagkakaisa na kami doon. Kinuha na namin yung kariton. Isa-isa na yung bahay, dinadala doon.
Relocating the residents of Renaga to safer ground is a long-term disaster management effort by the local government. But there has been much resistance because the people refuse to part with Lake Bato, the only source of livelihood they know.
Wala pang yung ibang kabuhayan. Siyempre, dito ang hanap buhay, babalik rin talaga dito.
Yun nga ang hirap. Halimbawa, nadala ka doon sa Masuli. Hanap mo ay buti dito sa tubig. Layo-layo naman sa pabalikan mo, 20 ubos yung nahuli mo.
With this, the functional literacy and disaster management programs introduced by USI CES have become more relevant. In fact, they will be adopted by the local government of Bato for implementation in other zones with situations similar to Sitio Renaga. In February 2008, the local government signed a memorandum of agreement with USI to replicate the Bato functional literacy and CBDRM programs in 4 other barangays.
Well, this is a big help for our municipality kasi this is more on disaster preparedness, and I know that our town is always visited by typhoon almost every year.
Preparing for and responding to disasters does not mean merely being ready to provide relief or temporary shelter to victims. The Bato experience shows that with the unwavering support of its benefactors, the community's commitment to change is the best way of dealing with disasters.
Sa ngayon, nakikita na namin yung mga senyalis na meron ng empowerment na nangyayari. Halimbawa, kahit wala kami doon, patuloy ang kanilang pagmi-meeting. Nag-uusap-usap sila, pinag-uusapan nila kung anong mabuting gawin sa kanilang community. At patuloy na gumagawa yung mga tao para maayos yung kanilang organisasyon. Lalo na ngayon na meron na silang merong Fishermen's Organization, Renaga Fishermen's Organization, na ito yung organisasyon na nagpa-facilitate ng mga community movement, community development activities doon sa community. At yung mga officers naman, mga empowered na rin, meron silang mga leadership, kaya na nilang gawin. Yun yung nakita mo na talagang sila gumagalaw.
The bustling city of Dagupan in Pangasinan thrives along a sea coast and on a river delta. Its streets are as busy as its waterways. The city is famous for its aquatic harvest, particularly bangus or milkfish. But its waters, which are the local source of food and livelihood, are the same source of loss and grief during typhoon season.
Yung flooding situation natin sa Dagupan ay sa kadahilanan ng topografiya. Ang Dagupan ay nasa ibaba ng ating Cordillera Mountains sa norte at ang ating Zambales Ranges. So lahat ng tubig diyan galing sa kabundukan ay dumadaloy through the Agno River flood control system and canals. At lahat yan ay nag-exit sa Pantal Sinukalan, which is right here in the city of Dagupan. Kaya ang ating mga coastal barangays are always vulnerable sa flooding.
Though the city had existing emergency response systems, it lacked a comprehensive risk reduction plan before, during, and after a disaster. That's why when PROMISE was offered to Dagupan, the city government responded immediately. PROMISE stands for the Program for Hydrometeorological Disaster Risk Mitigation in Secondary Cities of South and Southeast Asia.
We asked Urdaneta, Tarlac, and Dagupan. And out of the three, ang pinaka mabilis na nagsagot dun sa mga pangangailangan ay ang Dagupan. Na sa tingin namin, nag-signify yon na interesado sila at willing silang mag-cooperate, which proved na totoo naman.
After a thorough process conducted by barangay councils, city officials, and the City Disaster Coordinating Council or CDCC, 8 barangays were chosen as the program's pilot communities. Aside from being high-risk flood areas, these barangays had shown initiative in relief distributions and search and rescue operations. Among them is Barangay Mangin.
Mulat-mula pa nung pagkabata, we were born with the floods. Pag bumabaha po dito sa Barangay Mangin, usually 3 days po. Pero may mga areas na mas lalong malalim, yung mga high risk, inaabot po hanggang 1 linggo ang pagbaba ng tubig.
Malaki po ang problemang dulot ng baha. Unang-una po ang napipiste yung pananim. at yung palaisdaan. Pag tumas kasi po yung baha, naaabot yung pilapil ng palaisdaan, nakakawala yung mga isda.
Not knowing what to do, the people in Mangin seem to have adjusted passively to the perennial flooding. Through the years, they had come to accept that risks were part of their routine. The Barangay Disaster Coordinating Council, or BDCC, did not have the capacity to proactively prepare for disasters.
Kung nandyan na yung baha, tsaka lang sila mag-aakyat ng mga kagamitan, parang wala silang estilo kung paano harapin yung baha.
To kick off the program, members of the technical working group were gathered from the CDCC. Representing various departments of the city government, such as agriculture, engineering, and health, these technical experts worked closely with the BDCC to lay down the groundwork for the Community-Based Disaster Risk Management, or CBDRM. The BDCC and the Technical Working Group gathered data using the Participatory Risk Assessment, or PRA.
Umikot kami sa barangay upang i-assess ang kanilang tinatawag naming element at risk, yung behavior nila during disaster. Tapos doon din namin na-assess kung ano yung mga livelihood component ng barangay. So, na-identify namin yung high risk, medium risk, at saka low risk.
Through this activity, the BDCC was reactivated, a requirement of CBDRM. CBDRM also called for an emergency response system based on the barangay's input and unique situation. This led to the development of Barangay Mangin's early warning system.
Tiningnan nila from past experience yung kanilang mga sitwasyon na kinakailangan para pwede ka na magbigay ng warning. Sitwasyon na kinakailangan para pwede ka nang magbigay ng go signal for preparation for evacuation. At kung kinakailangan na mag-evacuate.
Under the guidance of the Technical Working Group, the BDCC drafted an impressive early warning system, complete with different alert levels with corresponding warning signals and actions to be taken by both residents and BDCC members. Flood markers in 3 zones measure the water level. During disaster situations, a BDCC member monitors each marker and relays information to the barangay hall. The ringing of the church bell marks the first alert level, with water level at 0 to 1 foot in houses near river banks. Residents are advised to monitor weather reports. When water rises from 1 to 2 feet, the second alert level is relayed with 5 strikes of the bamboo-made kanungkong.
Mga kapitbahay, tumataas na po ang tubig sa barangay. Itaas nyo na po ang mga gamit nyo sa bahay.
As residents prepare for the possibility of continuous flood rise, the BDCC convenes to prepare equipment and coordinate with the CDCC. When the third alert level comes with water rising from 2 to 4 feet, 10 strikes of the kanungkong alert residents to prepare for evacuation. Warning signs are placed in strategic areas as the barangay's health response group goes on standby. The group is trained in first aid, basic life support, and evacuation management.
Hindi kaagad pwedeng makapag-responde ang syudad, no? In case na may mga sakuna. And kung sa barangay level pa lang, handa na ang ating mga kabarangay dito sa Mangin sa pag-responde as medical first responders sa ginawa nating training sa Community-Based Emergency Response Course. Napakalaking bagay in terms ng pagsasalba ng mga buhay, especially ng vulnerable groups, katulad ng mga bata, matatanda, may edad, yung elderly, and of course yung mga buntis.
During higher alert levels, residents cross the flooded streets on floating bridges. The CDCC then takes over in evacuating people.
But in high-risk zones near the river, the water can sometimes rise faster than people can evacuate. To combat this risk, the CDCC has trained on river rescues. This cooperation among the residents, the BDCC and CDCC has led to the selection of Barangay Mangin as the model community for the staging of the citywide flooding simulation in 2007. To alleviate the effects of constant flooding, the barangay also ventured in a small-scale mitigation program through the rice retailing business. For being the most responsive and efficient among the pilot communities, Barangay Mangin was recognized by the Department of Interior and Local Government for its CBDRM as the best in the Ilocos region. A separate award was given to the city for its disaster preparedness efforts, signifying the powerful linkage between the city government and the barangay.
In this case, yung city government talagang step by step magkatuwang, magkasama, kasama rin sa pagpapa-improve. Kumbaga may suportahan talaga, which is very, very good and fulfilling.
Nakita po namin talaga na mahalaga ang kooperasyon between the CDCC, the BDCC, at saka mga non-government organizations para po maganda ang kalabasan ng project.
Napakalaking bagay in having a community that has confidence in its capacity for addressing emergency situations so they can make adjustments to make things better all the time. Because there is that system and skills training as well as the sustained and continuing support until they become self-reliant in addressing this calamitous situation.
After 2 years of program implementation, the waters of Dagupan City are no longer a source of disaster, but of community empowerment and cooperation. These assure the program's sustainability, especially in Barangay Mangin.
The people of Albay live in the shadow of the beautiful but deadly Mayon volcano. In that part of the Philippines frequently hit by typhoons and earthquakes. Living in Albay means living with a constant threat of disaster. But from 1994 to 2006, not a single person died from the typhoons, floods, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions that hit Albay.
We achieved 0 casualties because people were evacuated depending upon the level of warning information issued by PHIVOX. And so we have the corresponding actions done.
The office in charge of preparing for and responding to disasters is the Albay Public Safety and Emergency Management Office, or APSEMO. APSEMO has a long experience in disaster management, but it went through a process in developing its capacity to deal with disasters.
The direct impact ng volcanic eruptions would endanger communities within this slope of Mayon volcano. At dito sa foot slope ng Mayon, most of the communities nagsisimula sila sa 8 kilometers. And there are some communities within the 6 kilometer recommended permanent danger zone.
Mayon is one of 6 volcanoes in the Bicol region and one of the most active in the Philippines. But dealing with disasters used to be a big problem in Albay.
Every